Guess where I've just been? The real life, of course, Blundell Park. And guess what I've just seen? A win against Stockport County, a beautiful 1-0 victory. Otis Khan with the goal. Was a hero in the early years of this save, of course, as we dive into the latter ones, where we're in the Champions League. Yes, people, welcome back to episode number 2 of season number 12. We're cooking with a little bit of gas at the moment as we do play a relatively difficult game, but it is a team that's got 0 points. First, we play Leicester. Thought I'd show you that early days because we sit 7th in the Premier League. Still not where I want to be. I want a title challenge. Now, of course, we're outside of the window, but I will show you some results previously. There you go. Some very decent ones. I mean, I don't know what's really stopping us. I'm guessing it's the draws, as we've got, of course, 4 games here. 2 cup games, 1 Champions League, 1 Carabao Cup before we get onto Newcastle, West Ham, we've got Man City, Sevilla, even Tottenham. Going to be a longer season as I expect to get close to the Liverpool game. Not exactly onto it, but there and thereabouts. I do know that we've got more than just league action at the moment. As a youth player terminates his contract, you won't be missed. Sorry lads, but I'm not going to be messing around as much with you guys in the academy. We want to get cooking with gas with the main team, as this is how it lines up. Of course, we signed Wolf, we've got Milenkovic, Martinez, I've got Kakare in there, Pons, Di Luca. Reibig has been a very underrated name, and Dest. Loads of first team signings, as I do expect a quick sim to do the job against Leicester City. Will it do so? It will! 2-1 victory, Di Luca and Pons, 2 of the new LBP. That is, of course, what we call our new attacking lineup, which I love very much so far. Well, hopefully not just so far, but hopefully forever, as we do play Reading next. Tad bit of Carabao Cup action. Of course, round 4 is threaded through in between the Champions League and Premier League. Despite the board not setting this as an integral objective, I do want to try and win it. Therefore, we'll give it the all. There's still, of course, Wilk and Di Luca, some first team names. For the majority, it is switched up. We could even thread Lee Howells on, actually. Take Di Luca fully off, give him a rest, and that's still a decent front three. We are, of course, going for these simulated highlights to try and get us over the line, so hopefully we can against the Royals. Hopefully championship quality. Not to diss them too much, but I do want to get this over the line. I do want to try and win a competition, whatever it is, as Howell's on a turn and a good save. That's an early chance, as we're going to get Reggie Stone to whip a corner in. That's quite deep towards Bamba, now playing in the defence. And Reading with a chance here. It's into, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name, as he gets it onto Kamara. A decent player still at Reading, as he's got a bit of a shot off. It bounces back to their man, Wilk with a save. Seem a little bit too complacent for my liking, as it's onto Guerra. There's a ball through there towards Reggie Stone. Still just a tad away from him, as of course we've got Ruben Neves on the field at the moment. Could he try and sneak this free kick in? That looks quite decent, you know. Lovely stuff as Lee Howells. There's a ball just there on for Tommy Conway. This should be it. There we go. There is the first goal. Love that we've grabbed that one as Reggie Stone to whip a ball into the box. Love that we've grabbed that one. However, a chance here for Reading. It looks like they're through on goal. It's Sau. Of course, it doesn't go to a replay. It'll go to penalties. Need to catch him up. And Zenta does very well. It's still not over at the Medeski, though. That's a good ball through to Sau again. Wilk with a save. They're giving us a game of the Royals, but we do go through. Late pressure from the Championship side, but we get the job done. Love that. Good day at the office as we're 5th in the Premier League, of course. Still not got really going. We're still unbeaten though, and we've pleased a lot of players with the game time we gave them there. That's what I like to see. Happy squad, positive results. As I actually did think it was Besiktas straight after. No, it turns out it's Aston Villa. For some reason, I do want to play Besiktas away in the Champions League, just to try and solidify a result, even though Sevilla's away. Maybe Sevilla we play instead. Then maybe City or Tottenham. Or maybe even Liverpool if we get that far. Here's to hoping nothing bad happens against Villa, as it's another draw, so still you can see we're not truly on it. Need more wins and 2 points extra than these draws, as the team fully not fit from the actual game in the league. But of course it's the Champions League, and we did change the squad a little bit too much for Atalanta. I've actually thought about that myself. So for the highlights against Besiktas, we're going to go with the strongest team that has just played, but I trust to get the points. Of course, not picking up all 3 points on the opening day in the Champions League is a factor to why we're playing this in the highlights. We could have just quick sim this, but no, I don't want a dodgy package again with these simulations, as Tom Block Bloxham running through. That's a brilliant ball to Pons. They find each other, these front three, as Pons scores a beautiful first Champions League goal for the Mariners. Of course, it was going to be the regen Messi to get us off that mark. We win in the black, white and red group as it stands. As Stevanovic, is he shooting? He is. Wacky decision, but his own, I guess, as I'm going to even try it with Pons. Inside of the foot, curled. Terrible. But what isn't terrible is that we've been gifted a penalty. Tom Bloxham. Come on, fire this in the top left corner. There we go. Unsavable. Oh, the BLP partnership is working. Or trio, as Alfie Farmer gets a Champions League debut. Looking for another one just for the goal difference in the group. But a huge win nevertheless. Getting 4 points should hopefully solidify at least Europa League. If worst comes to worst, as it should have been 3. But 2 will do. 2 will do away in Turkey. The Mariners have 3 Champions League points. We still want to try and finish as high as we can as Newcastle, the Geordies. 0 points so far this season. That surprises me, as I'm pretty sure it would do anyone. Youth report still coming in. I mean, do we really need any more youth players? I would say no myself, but when Albie Hodgson pops up, I mean, can you just not promote him? So the Geordies, I mean, with their league position, it should be really wrapped up. We're going to go with the same team again. Quick sim in it. They've just got promoted from the Championship, and we get the 3-2 win. Just about. Etim tried to stop it, but Ponson blocks them, 2 of the players, and Dest, one of the new signings. Finally, Bamba's got that increase in rating, which should try and put him back in first team contention. Maybe came off the bench, I'm guessing, to get the increase, as it's the good old Irons up next to our chasing us in this league. As you can see, Crystal Palace leading the way, Man City, Liverpool and West Ham. We are still the only unbeaten team apart from Nottingham Forest. And that sparks a bit of faith that we can, of course, play these as the moment, or actually not play them, but do the highlights. I think I do want to play a Champions League game, so I'm going to pick Sevilla, I'm guessing, away from home. We'll go into the highlights against the Hammers. Let's show them that coming to the East Coast is not an easy 3 points, or even 1 point, shall we say, as Tom Bloxham is slotted through. Here he is, Tommy, waiting for Luca Pons. He's overtouched it. I definitely do not want to end up with a draw from this game, as Kakare into Paulo Bernardo. That's a slick 1-2. Kakare again into Reibiger. Now on to Tom Bloxham. He's going to be forced backwards. Bernardo all over the place. And we've hit the hour mark quite quick, but it is us with another highlight. West Ham not having won yet. And Tom Bloxham's actually clean through. Here he is. Tommy Bloxham off the post and in. He just doesn't fail, does he? He doesn't fail. He's not the highest rated up front, but he's definitely the most quality in front of goal. So much for, what is it, 4th or 5th in the league, West Ham? Can't even get a highlight. Are they going to have any? Bloxham with the header down into our man there. And they don't. It's a 1-0 win for the Mariners from Tom Bloxham. Not a highlight for the Hammers. And yet again, 3 points for the black and white army. And we do top the group as it stands going into Sevilla. But it's a severely needed win. If you see what I did there. Yes, especially before Manchester City. I don't know how we'd really play this because I do want to use the main team. I'll squeeze 1 change in there, I think, which is, of course, Bamba. Kakare can move forward a little bit. We'll keep Martinez in. That is it. We can make the subs ourselves, of course, we're playing this one. Sevilla away in Spain. Don't even know what they're doing in this competition. I think they're the kings of the Europa League, not champions. This is going to be an eventful one, though. Cannot wait. Sevilla, what a team. Not easy by any stretch of the imagination, so we've got to be on his best behaviour. Play as the team I know we can play as that's a brilliant ball from Pons on to Tom Bloxham. This is the same as West Ham, and the same outcome. It's only took 8 minutes away in Spain. Big TB with the brilliant goal. Just heads it into his own path and slots it in. First time seeing Wolf in action as well, running down this side as he slots a ball to De Luca. Could actually do something here with the Italian who cuts inside. Might just go for the shot. It was just blocked, and that should be a free kick. It was, but Sevilla wasting it. Blocks him into Lucas Pons. Pons to just dribble. This has got good dribbling. What about his finishing from range? It's off the bar. An extremely close one as another ball over the top for Tom Bloxham. Keeper's come. Bloxham for the chip. It don't work. Something actually John McAtee actually does take kindly to trying to dink of the keeper from very far out as Reibiger. That's a brilliant ball from the German into Pons. It's off the post. No luck for Pons in the first half, but he's going to try it a bit more in the second. Kakare, not a good pass. And Wolf with the ball through onto Jensen here. That's a tackle coming in from Milenkovic. How is it giving us a foul? I'll never know as we get the ball. Quite lucky if you ask me, as we're going to try and get subs through. Kakare in the meantime. He sees DeLuca, but it's gone short to Bloxham. All the changes have been made, which includes Tommy Conway and Gira coming on up front. Gira trying to get into gear. And a handful of changes actually made as Jensen with a bad back heel. He's gone down, free kick. Possibly the last chance here. Pedro Goncalves to strike and over. I was hoping that'd do us, but Sevilla coming up for a corner is the goalkeeper. There's a man got injured there as Dewey still can't get it out. Schultz through bodies. As the referee's actually blown the whistle after Wilk's save. Good job. We see it through. 7 points in the Champions League. That definitely means European football for a little bit longer. That's a good win, but of course doesn't take out the stress and anxiety I have over Manchester City next. Yes, they've lost a game, but our draw sees us sit behind them with Liverpool top of the tree. Crystal Palace fell down a little bit. Let's look at that. Have you just seen it? I saw it. Man City, and then Man City in the Carabao as well. Laughable with Tottenham after it. This might be his dreams of the quadruple over. I think there's a quadruple we can win, but we'll be playing the Premier League one. I want to go for this title, even though I do value the cup. As the Etihad definitely set in stone. We played this one at the Etihad, but the Carabao Cup is at home. We might stand a chance in this one. I know how strong their squad will be. I never like to dwell on it. Just want to beat it, really, as Ponce. An early goal would do us very well again. DeLuca has slowed down a little bit, but hang on. He could have got the ball through to him. This was showing we can actually get at City for once. However, Haaland onto Costa. Didn't work out in the end for them, though, as DeLuca to try and run this one. We do have Bloxham over the top, who will get on the end of this. Tommy Bloxham nips in there, and he's put it wide. That could be a horrible miss as Bamba on the ball here with a slick turn in the middle onto Reibiger. I see Ponce making the move forward. He's even dummied the pass. That's brilliant. No potential to get at them. However, they're getting at us. Erling Haaland missed. Just one before half-time would do very nicely. Bloxham heads it into DeLuca. The ball's tucked away. Stalemate at the break, but I'm kind of happy with how we're performing. And Bloxham with a chance to go down the side here into Serginho Dest, so he's coming back to get involved in play. That's a brilliant ball through to DeLuca. He just can't get his feet right. Not fair, because it was amazing yesterday, as now Ponce on the ball. DeLuca's at the other side. That's a slick ball into him, though, if he can get there. It's a poor touch. And Camavinga has actually received the ball off of us here. Phil Foden. Musiala, it drops to block by Milenkovic. He's man of the match so far. Musiala running through the middle here as Milenkovic to come and try and block that. Serginho Dest had to be on the cover. Been by far the best player on the field today, as now Reibiger with a ball to put around the corner. We just can't break the defence down. Hard to break down a team just as good as us, as now Kaki with the ball out wide. That's never a free kick. Refs gave it, however, and I've made a controversial change. Tommy Conway is on for Bloxham. Tommy for Tommy, as Ponce might not need anyone but himself here. It's run round the outside at number 11. Lucas Ponce with the goal of the Etihad very late on. Oh, we absolutely love this man now. He just had a bit of an off start, but Lucas Ponce is just Messi in disguise. Messi with a different name. He honestly is. Just took it and passed it past the keeper. Hopefully it's not long to see the game out now as Tommy Conway. He has the ball. I see Serginho Dest. Good ball through to him. It's through to Ponce again. He couldn't score that one, but it doesn't matter. Another 1-0 win. We love us 1-0. The Mariners got it in real life today against Stockport, and they've done it against the other Manchester club in, of course, Manchester City, to put us above them in the title race. Played a good game there, and of course we've got to beat them again, this time in the round of 16, back at New Blundell Park. Don't tell me O'Grady wants to play against City. I'm gonna say who's in charge here. The bench, my friend, best I can do. Take it or leave it. As Bloxham's on there as well. Conway, Guerra coming in. We've got Reg coming in, Zenta, and that is it, because I still want a strong squad to play, of course, the big champion City. And it looks like they're going with a similar squad. Erling Haaland, I saw Diaz, I saw the goalkeeper. They want revenge, but might suffer fatigue. That's what I'm hoping for anyway, as Reggie Stone, of course, the man who's been here from the start. That's a brilliant ball into Reibiger. Now Guerra. Big chance. Still City coming at us with a chance here. Kaki has got round Zenta a little bit. Still will keep on battling. Musiala gives it to the edge of the box. It's gone past everyone. Slide in there. Not a good tackle. Free kick, and I'm definitely guessing a yellow card. It's going to be Haaland to strike off the post. Get rid of it. But it might not be penalty shootout, but it's a penalty to City. Erling Haaland against Wilk. No distractions, just dive, but he's gone the wrong way. Damn you, Erland. However, we've got an attack. Gira. If Tommy Conway's on side here, this could be a chance. Tommy Conway one-on-one. He doesn't miss if you give him that much room at one side of the net. Very close as Bamba to now give it into Tommy Conway. Now on to Guerra. Could we win it late on? Tommy Conway with slow dribbling. There's a ball just through to Guerra here. He doesn't score many this season. The post. And it's going to be penalties. Can you believe we didn't win it there? A big occasion. It's going to be DeLuca to take this first. We're going to go top left, takes that home. We've got some good penalty takers ourselves. Haaland's going to go not the same way he is in game. Guerra's going to just score this though. He's going to put it top corner, but that's actually saved. Now leading on to Kakis, who's going to go to the same way as Haaland, but it's in. I thought we had some good penalty takers. Going left. There we go. We just need a save now. Camavinga. Come at me. Go left. Save left. Saved it. Tommy Conway now. Stick this home. Top left again, please. The bar. How's he actually missed that? It's going to be Phil Foden. Top corner. Pressure on ourselves now. It's Bamba, the man who's been hyped up all season round. Down the middle. But we need to save this to keep our hopes and dreams alive of this competition. We took a step to the right, which has cost us. Not going to be a quadruple at Grimsby Town, which, to be fair, is nothing I've ever done. A difficult challenge, of course. We beat them in the league, which I'd rather have out of the Carabao. Still, it feels tough to take, because I know if Guerra would have scored that chance. Never mind, eh? Never mind, as we've got Tottenham, which we still need to do the highlights for. I know going for loads of trophies will be tight, and that's what we're going to try and do. We need to win one thing, apart from, of course, this game against Tottenham, which, actually, I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. I'm going to do a quick simulation, and it's a 2-2 draw. Not the worst. We didn't actually lose. Ponce and DeLuca. We got a red card to Bigger. Alvarez scoring late, but nah, I'll take that. They actually dominated. We move. We definitely move because I want to, of course, simulate, I think, Atalanta this time round. As we've got Manager of the Month award. That's a first, or actually a second, isn't it? Not to sound slightly spoiled when I say this, but I think it is quite fixed if we haven't been winning it before. We've took Grimsby from League 2 to the Prem. Two changes going into this team for this one. It's actually going to be Zenta and Guerra. It's got to the time where actually Martinez does moan and groan and go down a little bit, and Zenta, of course, wants to play. Guerra asking to play, as we have got the job done anyway. We took Bloxham out. DeLuca and Ponce deliver. Goncalves caused a shock at first, but it's not enough. We should be going through now, I think. If we do get something against Bergamio, it's definitely confirmed. Sevilla, the same. Yeah, we're in. We're through. Get in there, lads. It adds to a little bit of rotation as Liverpool flying away with the title as it stands. Need to put a stop to it. I can't have Jurgen's men stopping us from winning that big trophy. The slightly tired team with Ray Bigger also serving a suspension. As you might guess where this is going, want to throw a couple more games into today as it's a draw. That's not what I meant by saying you might see where this is going. Bloxham had to save us. That leads us into the international break with Palace up next to are actually flying. Or were, they're now 9th in the table, but still that's quite good. I don't want to lose any more games, so yes, you've guessed it. We're actually doing the highlights for these ones before playing Liverpool. Come on, Mariners, we get the job done today. We definitely do. A free kick to begin with. An awkward position and an awkward taker in DeLuca, but we're just going to whip this straight in. That actually looks pretty decent. Oh, Correa. That was decent from DeLuca, you know, as they're going to take us away from us near post. Kimmich to plate shot to Zulbadia. Yes, they've still got Joshua Kimmich. And yes, that signing blew my mind as well as Ponce to whip one in. Milenkovic was trying to get underneath it. Ruben falls to the ground. Still it falls to Lucas Ponce. It's going to go from very far out. Sometimes you've got to try it as, hang on, look at this gap. Tete running through Wilk. Very well done. No luck yet, though, when it's approaching the end of the game now as Ponce has a bit of a run on. Bamba is running further forward. Phillips gets there. Nordi Madueke still going, of course, at PSV in real life. An Englishman into Zulban Medi. Now onto the edge of the box. Bamba to receive it. Is that the last action of the game, though? I'm really hoping it's not, because we might attack, but no. It's a 0-0 draw with Crystal Palace. I'm so disappointed with his main team as well. That leads to none of them players, apart from really Wilk, getting a chance to actually play in the next game in the Champions League. Going with a rotated squad for Atlanta. Yes, I know, a bit of a risk, but hopefully one that can pay off. Come on. We just want to get through. I don't care really if we finish second, but we win the game. Howell's actually scoring, and Le Marechal back got theirs, but the quick simulation does the job. We progress to the Champions League knockouts at the first time of trying. I absolutely love that. With Liverpool up next, though, so we don't slow down. Premier League, we are 3 points off of them. They are dropping slight points as we're still getting draws, still unbeaten, and of course Liverpool will be the toughest test, and hopefully the test we overleap and go to top with. And there is Jurgen, the red, who's trying to stop us. They can do the impossible, we know that from in real life, but I want to do the even more impossible. Not just win at Anfield, we've done that before, but take Grimsby Town to Premier League glory. If I ever saw that in my lifetime, I'd probably not think I was alive. Trent's took a heavy touch there as Reibiger, with a good tackle, leaves it to De Luca to actually sweep up. There's a man in the middle in Ponce. I was absolutely free, and I've called him Ponce because that's what the commentators are calling him. I prefer Ponce. I don't know about you guys. And Cherky with the ball on the edge of the box here. The number 10 into Varela, who they might have stole from Tottenham, I'm guessing as well. That was a bad clearance. And ending the half with a potential run here for Lucas Ponce. I mean, he's got no support and no skill moves to get himself out of the danger zone, but he's still got the ball. He'll now play it into Serginho Dest. Dest to pull this back into Ponce. Why not crack it? It's very late on, and there's the half-time whistle. Then again, it's a Premier League title decider as it stands, as Cherky tried to get past Dest but could not do so. And a bad tackle, you know. A very bad tackle, Richards. An ex-Mariner with a two-footed lunge, which gets him the red card. It matches your t-shirt, Mark Richards. He's an undercover agent. He's undercover, trying to get the Mariners to win. An undercover spy at Liverpool, as Ponce is going to try and run onto this one. Against 10 men, it should be a decent job now. I'm really hoping we can get level on points with them, as Varela stopped by Wolf, and it's straight on to Ponce. He's got Bloxham in front of him, who is going to try not chip it to. He actually opts for Dest instead, but Dest has a lot of room, a lot of green space. Now on to Ponce. Brilliant move onto Maxine Kakare to get the goal on the hour mark. Maxine, the namesake of mine, just scores. And number 7. It's a brilliant move, just from right all the way to left, and the defensive midfielder runs through. Enjoyed that one as Reibiger here on the ball again, looking for Bloxham, and he's actually going to get the ball. It's Tommy Bloxham. Dink across, missed the header. De Luca, open goal, job done. Also, I'm hoping as a ball through onto De Luca again. This could get even more embarrassing for Liverpool. Squared across, Ponce gets in it. An overhead kick. I'm skipping the replays because I feel that confident. West Coast team have been stunned by the East. It's just a travel across, and I think the red card has played a big part. Him getting sent off against his former club. Quite a close one as Liverpool looking for one back, squared across. And Chukwuemeka always gets a goal against us. But that's the end of the game. A 3-1 win against Liverpool puts us joint top of the league. Look at that, it's beautiful. Goal difference exactly the same. We're twinning with Liverpool, as are the Manchester rivals. This is going to be a very good Premier League season, I can tell. Nothing settled after 13 games. Nothing near settled as Fulham, of course, and never a team we settle against themselves. We've got an 87 rated Wolf at the back for a quick simulation. We've lost the first game of the Premier League season to Fulham. Tillman, Adams and Ponce. I can't believe that. We've just gone from there to there in the matter of seconds. I mean, I never expect an unbeaten season, as Liverpool do have the game in hand. City above us on goal difference, but I didn't expect that. Culture shock, some may say, as we dropped to 5th. Liverpool, Man United and Brighton go above us. How is this actually possible? Oh my days, I thought we were actually in the chase. Yes, we're still 3 points in it, but I cannot believe that so many teams have just leapfrogged us. That shows you how close the Premier League season is this season. I cannot believe it. I guess we just need to keep on going. I guess we just have to do it. But for now, I think for today, we've made quite a bit of progress with the games. We're going into December the month. Of course, Christmas and tight fixtures, and then we've got the window after. I'm going to pick this spot to end the episode as thank you guys for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe with the notification bell on as well, as I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care of yourselves in a bit. Up the Mariners, and peace.